Ladies, you have answered to the call. You have said yes to God and you started building. You stepped out of your comfort zone. You stepped out of that boat of safety, and you did just like Peter. You began walking on the water, keeping your eyes on the Lord. But somewhere down the line, as you started building, as you kept your eyes on the Lord, you started looking to the left and paying attention to the storm, paying attention to the sound of the winds, paying attention to the raging waves, paying attention to the circumstances. And because of this, you started becoming weary. Because of this, you started asking yourself, Lord, how am I going to do everything you've called me to do? How am I going to fulfill this assignment, Lord, because it's so much? Confusion may have stepped in a season of asking questions. You are in a season of doubting that you are even able to fulfill what God has called you to do. You became tired, you became weary, and you feel like giving up. But God is bringing this reminder to you today, and He's telling you, don't give up, because you are on the right path. But you are lacking 3 keys, which is why the enemy has gained access to cause you to feel weary, which is why the enemy has gained access to cause you to question the call on your life, to question the assignment that you know God has called you to do in this season, to question even your obedience to what you know God spoke to you. And these 3 keys are, and I'm going to give it with just letters. The first letter is W, the second letter is T, and the next letter is F. And W stands for build with God. The T stands for build through God. And the F stands for build for God. So the Holy Spirit is bringing to your awareness that somewhere down the line, you stop building with God. Somewhere down the line, because of circumstances, you started building out of self. You started building from a place of pressure. You started building from a place of, I think I know what I'm doing, and you may have gone ahead of God. You started building from the wrong spirit, and that gave the enemy access. And God is saying, because what you are building is for His kingdom, it is for His glory, He will not allow mixture. And He loves you too much to allow you to go down that path that will actually keep you in a place of weariness. But God is saying, if you build first with me, it means you gotta prioritize your secret place. You're building with God. You want the blueprint from God. Though the blueprint is in the Bible, right? The structure is in the Bible for how to live life. And there are structures, keys in the Bible that teaches us how to go about building kingdom stuff, right? But what God is saying to you, the blueprint that you need for what He called you to do specifically, it first begins with building with Him in that secret place. Secondly, you have to build through Him. So when you sit with Him, you are staying in a place of rest. And through Him, out of that place of rest, when you sit with Him and He is pouring into you, whatever He gives to you, now it is His Spirit that is pouring out through you that will give to the world, or that will enable you to build through Him, so that weariness will not be there anymore, that the doubt and the confusion will not be there anymore. And when you are building for Him, and not just thinking on you need the money, not just thinking on what you're going to do with the money that is even outside of His will for you, God is saying He wants to align you. So what you are building, you have to be aligned for what He has called you to build. So ladies, spend some time with the Holy Spirit and ask Him to reveal to you where you have fallen short and where you have given the enemy that legal right to come in and cause you to feel weary. And if you are ready and you are going to position yourself for alignment, I want you to comment alignment in the comments.